Welcome, one and all, here to Mingus Union High School, home of the Marauders. We have got a phenomenal game out here for you. It is the Lady Marauders, undefeated, hosting the Bradshaw Bears, also undefeated. Jackie Bessler along with you on Verde Valley TV. Welcome, one and all. Breezy, about 78 degrees out here. However, the flag is heading straight out to right field, sometimes right center. It will be a good day to be a lefty out here today. These two squads, both teams undefeated, and the story, the news, has been the release of the rankings. Number one, South Point Catholic, the defending champion in 4A, is 6-0, and on top of the 4A rankings, Bradshaw comes in at number two, 6-0 on the season, 21-0, undefeated, including tournament play this year. The Mingus Marauders 9-0 in games that count. Number three. How about that? The Grand Canyon region, well represented. Coconino comes in at number 9, 4-1, losing their only loss to these Bradshaw Bears last night by a score of 6-4. So I'll tell you what, Flagstaff at 20. It's going to be a good game out here today. Expecting first pitch in about 12 minutes or so. We're going to take a break here from Mingus Union High School. We will return for the Lady Marauders and Bradshaw Bears after this.
At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, you'll find their employees are friendly and very helpful. It's a family-owned hardware store, and they'll treat you like a member of the family. At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, they stock household tools and all kinds of supplies. You can take advantage of their rental department. From the moment you walk in the door till the time you leave, you'll know why Camp Verde Ace Hardware is the home of legendary customer service. Pay them a visit on Main Street in Camp Verde.
Lawler Construction is the exclusive builder at Mesquite Hills Subdivision in Cottonwood, a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 33 years. Lawler Construction uses green construction methods, building efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. Thank you for your business, confidence, and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels.
Welcome back to Mingus Union High School. We want to thank one of our sponsors, including Arizona Smile Designers, who remind you straight teeth are healthy teeth. In fact, crowded teeth can promote periodontal disease and even premature wear of the teeth. So you can have a free consultation with Arizona Smile Designers about Invisalign. Those are the invisible aligners. After pictures, impressions, x-rays, in one visit, you'll know how long and how many invisible aligners you're going to need to get the smile you want. Visit with Arizona Smile Designers on Willard in Cottonwood, or get the info at azsmiledesigners.com. We have a great schedule, 6 total games coming up for you on Verde Valley TV. We've already had the Mingus Marauder baseball squad taking on Arcadia the Titans, and here today it's the Lady Marauders and Bradshaw Bears, looking for whoever wins this one is going to be on top of the Grand Canyon region and will take control of being a top 5 team for the tournament coming up in April. On the 28th, well, we're going to be back for more Mingus baseball. It's going to be versus Bradshaw. On the 4th of April, it'll be softball. We're going to go Sedona at Camp Verde, and we'll broadcast that softball game, and then back for more softball. Mingus versus the Flagstaff Eagles in another Grand Canyon region matchup. And then on the 20th, it's going to be Camp Verde baseball at Sedona. 6 total games available for you here on Verde Valley TV, Cable 1, Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2, and of course you can watch it at verdevalleytv.com. Taking a look at some of the other teams and what's going on. Well, let's look at the 4A standings, actually. Mesquite's on top of the Desert Sky. Lake Havasu taking control of the West Valley Division. Australia Foothills is still sitting on top of the Southwest Division. Shadow Mountain and Thunderbird are tied for the Skyline lead. Mingus on top of the Grand Canyon region, the first team to get to 9 wins and be undefeated in 4A softball. Well, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears right behind them. They are also 4-0 in the region, 7-0 in the conference, and 7-0 overall. Combs is on top of the Black Canyon region with a record of 2-0 in the region, 3-4 overall. Douglas 5-1 leads the Gila division. And down in the Keno division, Canyon del Oro is actually on top with a 2-win lead, or a 1-win lead, if you will, over Vista Grande. Casa Grande is 1-1. South Point Catholic, who is undefeated and number 1 in 4A softball, sits number 4 in the Keno division. Well, that's because they haven't played anybody in the Keno division yet. They are the defending champions, and we're expecting to see them back once again. We're going to take a break here at Mingus Union High School. Take a look and compare the teams when we return. The Lady Marauders and the Bears coming up after this.
Hi, Jerry Butterbrook. Century 21 Sexton Realty has been an important part of the Verde Valley since 1954, helping people to buy or sell property with services like teamwork and integrity. Verde Valley has grown, and so has Century 21, with offices in Cottonwood and Sedona. Century 21 is always looking to hire those exceptional agents that are smarter, bolder, and faster. Call Cottonwood 634-5544. Call Sedona 282-1490.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste. Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, this is definitely a battle of the giants, a battle of the titans, if you will. The Lady Marauders and the Bradshaw Bears, both undefeated in the Grand Canyon region, and jockeying for position in the top 5 for the, 4A state playoffs, actually. The Bears, the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, have not tasted defeat so far this year, 21-0, including all their tournament plays. According to Max Preps, they're ranked number 1 in the state of Arizona, number 1 in 4A. And believe it or not, 88th nationally. How about that? That is phenomenal. They've scored 188 points, only given up 13 runs so far this year. The Mingus Marauders, no slouch, I'll tell you. It's a battle of Goliath and Goliath is what it is. Nationally ranked in the top 1,000 at 779, 27th in the state of Arizona, 7th according to Max Preps in 4A, but 3rd in 4A in the rankings. Taking a look at how they score, well, Mingus outscores the Bradshaw Mountain Bears by an average of 3 runs a game. And the Bradshaw Mountain Bears just a little bit better in the hit category. We'll take a break for our national anthem here.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
All right, ready for softball out here today at Mingus Union High School, comparing the teams. That's where we were. Tell you what, these teams have matched up once before in tournament play. The Bradshaw Bears victorious over the Lady Marauders, a score of 1-0. Tell you what, these are two evenly matched teams. Mingus comes in with a team batting average of .423. Bradshaw, .422. On-base percentage for Mingus at an even .500. .485 for Bradshaw Mountain. Slugging percentage for Mingus, .719. For Bradshaw, .689. Bradshaw a little better on the fielding department, almost 98% as far as fielding percentage, and Mingus a little better, or a little less at 96%. The difference primarily has been Bradshaw has won all the way through. And head-to-head competition, well, Mingus is 0-1, Bradshaw 1-0, and we will be talking about that particular game as we move through this one. That was a 6-inning game in tournament, by the way. In like opponents, well, the common opponents, Mingus is 5-1, Bradshaw 5-0. Once again, that includes all tournament play. Bradshaw comes in and will be batting first here as they are the away team. Caitlin O'Neill will step in. By the way, as a squad, the Bradshaw Bears trying to outdo last year's GPA. Last year, this team had a GPA of 3.64, looking to outdo that here this year. Caitlin Neal steps in, the shortstop. As a junior, she has a verbal commit to Nebraska. First pitch is outside and low, ball one. One of the things I love about softball is all the singing going on. Alexis Erzman will be on the mound for the Mingus Marauders. That one's in, even the count at 1-1. Oh, pardon me, they call it a ball, 2-1, or 2-0 rather. Defensively, it's Bartell in left. That one hits the dirt, and that'll be ball three. Sweeney in center. Hartnett in right for the Lady Marauders around the diamond. It's going to be Saravo at third. Bearano at shortstop. O is going to be at first base. Behind the plate is going to be Schultz and Erzman on the mound. And that's going to be a walk to start the game. So Neal is on with a walk to start for the Bradshaw Bears. That's going to bring up Madison Duryea. Madison, number 3, comes in batting .484. That one's a little high, ball one. I want to thank our camera crews. We got a camera in the outfield, one behind home plate, one over at third. John is out in the outfield today. And shows bunt. There's the throw down and the tag. Got her. Caught stealing is Neal. And the threat is diminished out there. Schultz throws down to Bearano and gets the would-be stealing Neal. So one out here in the top of the first. Duryea still up. 1-1 the count on her. Nobody on. One out. And she'll pop that one up in the infield. And that's going to be caught for the second out. Bearano comes in like the flash to catch that one. So pop out to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. And Erzman, who walked Neal on 4 pitches, quickly now has 2 outs with the help of the defense. And that's going to bring up J.C. Hambrick. And that one's going to be fouled off to the left-hand side for strike one. Hambrick, wearing number 11, batting .403 on the year. Scored 22 runs, 25 hits, and that one's going to stay high. 1-1 the count. Erzman looking to throw her 10th pitch of the first inning. Almost caught the outside corner, called low and outside, 2-1 the count. No score, top of the first here. The number 2 ranked in 4A, Bradshaw Bears visiting the Lady Marauders, who are number 3. That one stays outside. 3-1 the count now on Hambrick, the pitcher. verbal commit to GCU. Just a junior. That one's going to be fouled off to even the count, full count. So 2 commits here just in the first inning from the Bradshaw Bears. How about that? Nobody assigned as of yet because there's only 1 senior on this squad. And that one is going to be low. That'll be the second walk of the inning. So Bradshaw's got a threat going once again. Kirsten Schmidt walks up. First baseman here today, righty. Batting .377 on the year. That one stays up and outside. Ball 1. 1 on, 2 outs. Second walk in the inning. Neal walked on 4 pitches. Then Schultz threw her out at second, attempting to steal, and then a pop out. That's going to be a nice pitch. Throw behind the runner down to first. O snags it, and Hambrick is back without a problem. 2-0 the count on Kirsten Schmidt, and there's a strike. 2-1 the count. As a team, the Bradshaw Bears have put together 219 hits on the season so far. Holy cow. And that's going to be a little dribbler going to the shortstop across the diamond. And the ground out will end the inning. 2 on, 1 left. No hits, no errors, no runs. The Lady Marauders coming up in the bottom of the first after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Strong throw across the diamond, and Bejarano getting her lady out at first and ending the inning. And the Mingus Marauders put the Bears away here in the top of the first and will be coming up to bat for the first time. Mingus Marauders are going to send to the plate. Lexi O will bat first. Delaney Hartnett playing right field will be second. Maddie Bejarano will bat third, playing shortstop. Jasmine Schultz, the catcher, will bat cleanup. Lacey Saravo, third base, will bat fifth. Dylan Sweeney, center fielder, batting sixth. Alexis Ehrman, the pitcher, seventh. Paige Bartell from left field batting eighth. And Jordan Cromer will be batting ninth here. And first pitch down the middle for strike one. Lexi O comes up. Great hands there at first base. Ending the inning. Looks at strike one. And that one holds off a little high. Oh, batting .392 on the season. 21 runs, 20 hits, including 5 doubles and a couple of home runs and a 1-1 count on her for the Bradshaw Bears and Mingus Marauder matchup out here. And she'll foul that one off to the right-hand side and away from the video van. That's good. 1-2 the count. Hambrick pitched in the last meeting between these two squads, a 1-0 affair back in tournament play. That one is high. 2-2 the count. got away from the catcher. Erzman for the Bradshaw Bears pitched a 3-hit shutout and only 1 walk. So the Mingus Marauders only had 4 base runners in that 6-inning game. Oh, we'll pop that one up, and the center fielder will call and make the catch for the fly out to Duryea for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Delaney Hartnett, the right fielder for the Mingus Marauders. Hartnett, a senior, batting .400 on the season. 16 runs, 12 hits, 3 RBIs. We'll take ball 1. Pitcher's ready and delivers, in a ground ball going to the shortstop. Candy hop across the diamond, and a good strong throw out there as Neal goes to Schmidt for the out, the ground out for out number 2, 6-3. Matty Bejarano coming up. Matty leads this squad with a batting average of .623 on the season. Holy cow, and the lefty is up. They pitch her outside. 38 runs, 33 hits, 38 RBIs, 11 doubles to go along with 11 home runs. Commit to University of Central Florida, and she'll fly that one left side. It's got a chance to get down, and they do catch it. Short left field, and that will end the first inning for the Mingus Marauders. 3 up, 3 down for the Marauders. Will come up for the second inning after this.
At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, you'll find their employees are friendly and very helpful. It's a family-owned hardware store, and they'll treat you like a member of the family. At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, they stock household tools and all kinds of supplies. You can take advantage of their rental department. From the moment you walk in the door till the time you leave, you'll know why Camp Verde Ace Hardware is the home of legendary customer service. Pay them a visit on Main Street in Camp Verde.
Lawler Construction is the exclusive builder at Mesquite Hills Subdivision in Cottonwood, a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 33 years. Lawler Construction uses green construction methods, building efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. Thank you for your business, confidence, and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, 0-0 as we start the second inning. The Bradshaw Bears up, and Outlaw will take the first pitch strike. It's going to be Cassidy Outlaw, third baseman, Layla Strouder, the catcher, and second baseman Shelby Dilcher up for the Bears here to start off the second inning. Erzman delivers a ground ball to clean pickup and tags the base for an unassisted ground out to 3. And that's going to bring up Stouter. Hard ground ball to the first baseman. Got the hop she wanted and able to tag the base and put her out. Stouter, the catcher, coming up. Wearing number 16. Batting .327 on the year. She's got a couple of home runs, 2 doubles. 16 hits total. Takes the first pitch, strike 1. Erzman walked 2 in the first inning. Got a little help for her catcher Schultz with the throw out on the caught stealing. Swinging, strike 2. And Stouter down 0-2. Here's the windup in the pitch. Outside, stays outside. Erzman, a freshman for the Mingus Lady Marauders. So quite a few seasons of softball left. Ground ball to the second baseman, McCracken over to the O, and the ground out 4-3 for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Dilcher. Dilcher, her first at bat in this game, playing second base. Shelby comes in batting an even .250 on the season. 3 doubles to go along with it. Open stance from the second baseman. And she's going to foul that one over and hit the video truck. Thank goodness the top and not the window. All right. Mental note, new place for video van. Got it. So strike one, the count. 2 out, nobody on, and that one's going to be fouled to the right-hand side as well for strike 2. Ersman's got good speed going, staying ahead of the hitters. Taking a look at this lineup for the Bradshaw Bears. Junior, sophomore. 1 senior on the squad. That would be Shelby Dilcher up at bat right now. Sophomore, junior, sophomore, junior. And a strike 3, the first strikeout of the game, matching her total last time these two squads met. All right, through 1.5, it is 0-0. Lady Marauders coming up after this.
Hi, Jerry Butterbroat. Century 21 Sexton Realty has been an important part of the Verde Valley since 1954, helping people to buy or sell property with services like teamwork and integrity. Verde Valley has grown, and so has Century 21, with offices in Cottonwood and Sedona. Century 21 is always looking to hire those exceptional agents that are smarter, bolder, and faster. Call Cottonwood 634-5544. Call Sedona 282-1490.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month's service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste. Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, these young ladies are set to go, and the first pitch is outside. Jasmine Schultz, I'll tell you what, they don't take a lot of time between innings. I'll tell you that. Jasmine Schultz comes in, junior, batting .562. 27 hits, 23 RBIs, and ball 2 is outside. 12 doubles to go with 3 home runs on the season and a 2-0 count for the lefty catcher. Already has a caught stealing, already threw out Neal in the first inning. There's the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled, skied way behind us and out of play. 2-1 the count. Hambrick, I'll tell you what, she brings the heat. This young lady has got speed. I was talking about the Bradshaw Bears with 1 senior on their squad. And that one's going to be skied behind us and fouled out of play as well. 2-2 the count. Deep out of play. We're going to need an upper deck to get those. Schultz sets back in at 2-2. And, ooh, reaches for that one outside. Took something off of it. First strikeout of the game. J.C. Hambrick struck out 12 Lady Marauders in the last matchup between these two squads, which is absolutely unbelievable. Lacey Saravo steps in, and that one, she lifts the leg. Get out of the low pitch inside. 1-0 the count. Lacey Saravo, wearing number 16, playing third base out here today. Batting an even .400. She'll line that one down the right field line and falls out of play. Right fielder out there, Ramirez, had a beat on it. 1-1 the count. If I was batting against Hambrick, I think I'd start swinging before she got on the mound. She has got some speed out there. Saravo set and dribbles that one to the right side. Out of play, 1-2 the count. Saravo's got a couple of home runs, 4 doubles. In fact, the Mingus Marauders, a little quick stat here, 4 grand slams this year. Here's the pitch. Ooh, high, strike 3. Second strikeout in a row. As Hambrick starts setting down the hammer there. Dylan Sweeney steps in. Center fielder for the Mingus Marauders. Batting .354. 17 runs scored, 17 hits. Also got 16 RBIs on the season and 4 home runs. That one's low and inside for ball 1. Mingus looking for their first base runner here. 2 out in the bottom of the second. Pop out, ground out, and a fly out in the first inning. 2 strikeouts in the second inning, and a foul straight back, making it 1-1 the count. If you're just joining us, the Bradshaw Bears got 2 walks, couldn't get anybody moving, though, here in the first inning. First walk was Neal and then caught stealing by Schultz. Ooh, big swing and a miss, strike 2. A pop out and a ground out in the first inning. 2 ground outs and a strikeout in the top of the second. And here we are, bottom of the second, 2 strikeouts. And a 1-2 count to Sweeney. And strike 3, striking out the side. Out there is Hambrick for the Bears, 0-0. Top of the third coming up when we return after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Verde Valley Baseball and Softball brought to you by Jones Ford. You'll save with the lowest sales tax around, located between Cottonwood and Camp Verde on Route 260. And a slow roller left-hand side, and Saravo wisely lets that go foul and then picks it up so it doesn't have a chance to bounce back in. At Jones Ford, experience the Jones Ford difference for yourself, including award-winning service. Just part of the story at Jones Ford. Stepping in is going to be number 17, Kaylee Reagan, and she'll foul that one off. So the dribbler in the foul, strike 2. On the leadoff hitter, and number 8 hitter for the Bradshaw Bears. Betting an even 250 on the season. And there is strike 3, second strikeout of the game in 3 pitches here. For Ayersman, Lexus gets her second strikeout, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Anissa Ramirez. Ramirez steps in batting .477 on the season. Holy cow. 21 hits, 14 runs, 11 RBIs, 5 doubles. The righty steps in and fouls that one back for strike 1. 2 of the best teams in the state, no doubt about it. Number 2 and 3 in the 4A state rankings, according to the AIA. Max Preps has the Bradshaw Bears as number 1 in 4A, number 1 in the state, and 88th in the nation. Good pitch, but outside. Oh, they do call that a strike. Pardon me. 2-strike count. 0-2 the count on Ramirez. And that one got away from her. That one dribbles in, making it 2-1, just so my scorecard is correct. And there's the pitch. Behind it for the second strikeout in a row. Third strikeout in the game for Erzman. That's going to bring up the dangerous Caitlin Neal. A verbal commit to Nebraska. By the way, I heard something about Neal. Also a finalist consistently in the Prescott Sings, or formerly Prescott Idol. So not only does she have a wicked bat, but a wicked voice, and a line drive down the left field line. That's going to go to the fence. Neal turns first, heads off to second, and we'll go ahead and slow down and stop there. A double for the leadoff hitter. The line drive down the third baseline, and the first hit of the game. So Neal's been on base twice. She led off with a walk and then got caught stealing, and now a 2-out double to her repertoire. In fact, taking a look at some of her stats out here, that is now the 11th double on the season, and a ground ball. Saravo picks it up, goes across the diamond to O, and the ground out ends the threat. So 1 on, 1 left here in the top of the third, bottom of the third. Still 0-0 coming up after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Well, the Mingus Marauders able to end the threat. The throw across the diamond, close, but Saravo to O ends the top of the third, and we start the bottom of the third. And Bartel, the left fielder, steps in for the Lady Marauders and looks at ball one. Bartel out there comes in batting .222 on the season. 8 hits and a swing. Good cut. Doesn't get it, though. 1-1 the count. Hambrick struck out the side against the Lady Marauders here in the second. 3 strikeouts in a row, and there's the pitch. Strike 2. Lady Marauders still looking for their first base runner in the game. Pop out, ground out, fly out in the first. 3 strikeouts in the second, and a ground ball through the left side of the infield. Goes by the left fielder and will roll to the fence. Bartel's on her horse, and she'll pull up with a lead-off triple to start off the third inning. And I apologize. That was Erzman. That was Erzman with the triple leading off. Got off on my scorecard here. And so Bartella's coming up next. The leadoff triple. Huge for the Mingus Marauders, trying to put the first points on the board. In fact, that is the second to triple of the season for Erzman. Pitcher for the Mingus Marauders. Now Bartel steps up. There we go. Page batting .222. Probably the most important possible RBI of the season, standing on third. She's got 3 RBIs on the season. Neal comes in to talk to her pitcher. Has a conversation. And umpire will come back to the back of the box. Hide behind Stouter, the catcher for the Bears. And attempted bunt is fouled back. Strike 1. So that's one way possibly get somebody home from third, as we have got a pinch runner on third. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. And there is the bunt, dives right in front of the plate. And they're going to be safe at first. And then going all the way around to second is going to be Bartell. The catcher, Stouter, stood up and looked the runner back to third, didn't even attempt to throw to first. And going from home to second without even stopping is going to be Bartell. So the Lady Marauders now have a threat going. Second and third, nobody out. Attempted bunt is missed. That's going to be Cromer. Cromer's been on a tear for the Lady Marauders. She comes in batting .636, mostly in the last couple of games. And there's the bunt. That's going to be foul. So strike 2. The Lady Marauders playing some small ball here. Cromer, 3 home runs, 2 grand slams in the last couple of games. Go along with a double, 7 hits on the season. 14 runs on 11 plate appearances. And there'll be strike 3. 2 bunt attempts. And then the strikeout, and that's going to bring up Lexi O. O popped out to the center fielder in the first inning. 2 Lady Marauders on the pond here. 2 Ducks on the pond, second and third. Bartell at second. Ooh, a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. Leadoff triple by Erzman. Courtesy runner out there. And then Bartell tried to bunt her home and went from home to second on the attempted bunt. Pulled back to bunt and held it back. Called ball. 1-1 the count. Two on, one out here in the top of the third. And check swing strike. 1-2 the count on the leadoff hitter, Alexio. Oh, comes in with 8 RBIs, 2 potential, probably biggest of the season so far. And a line drive center field, and it's going to get down. That'll score 1. And going to third, safe at third, is going to be Bartell. And O turns around and goes straight on to second. So the single, the RBI, and Mingus now leads a 1-0 over the Bradshaw Bears. Able to score on Hambrick, something they could not do in their tournament game a couple of weeks ago. They lost that one 1-0. So going to third, sliding under the tag is Bartell. Standing on second with the single and going to second on the throw is going to be Lexi O. And Hartnett, Delaney Hartnett comes in. The right fielder grounded out to the shortstop. And the lefty bunts foul for strike 1. Third baseman, Cassidy Outlaw, charging hard. Shortstop Neal going over to cover third. And the lefty swings away at that one, and strike 2 gets a piece of it. 0-2 count. Second and third, 1 out, 1 in. Marauders, the Lady Marauders leading in the bottom of the third by a score of 1-0. Delaney will foul that one off and stay alive. Senior batting .400 on the season. He's only got 3 RBIs. Really looking for a huge one out there. 1 double on the season. Most importantly, trying to put this one in play. Score Bartell from third. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2 the count. Hambrick having to work in this inning. Facing her 5th batter of the inning. It's been 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings for her. ERA of .24. Ooh. Delaney, Hartnett reaches out. Just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Steps back in. Count remains 1-2. On the right fielder for Mingus. And here's the pitch. Outside, but swings. Second strikeout in the inning. 2 out, 2 on. And Maddie Bejarano steps in. She flied out to the left fielder her first time up. Leads the team in RBIs with 38. Looks at ball 1. Protecting her right behind her is going to be on deck. Jasmine Schultz, the catcher, struck out her first time out. 1-0 count and swings at that one, fouls it straight back, right on it. And the UCF commit is a 1-1. Batting .623 on the season, 38 runs, 33 hits, 11 home runs. Just needs a base hit here to score 1, maybe even 2. Bejarano set, there's the pitch, and she'll foul that one straight back. Quick trigger on this young lady. A lot of bat speed. Now down 1-2. Hambrick's ready. There's the pitch. And she'll drive that one foul down the right field line. Took a little something off. Bejarano was way out in front of that one. Count remains 1-2. 2 out, 2 on, 1 in already here in the bottom of the third. Lady Marauders leading 1-0. And that one's outside. 2-2 the count. Most important at bat so far during the game, and that one's going to hit the dirt. Two and two the count with that one. All evened up. Hambrick working hard in this inning for the Lady Bears. That one's fouled straight back. 7 pitch at bat so far. As the senior from Mingus trying to hang around, do something positive for her team. O is out on second. Bartell at third for the Lady Marauders. That one's outside. Full count now. And the catcher, Stouter, is going to go out and talk to the pitcher Hambrick out here with a full count. 2 on, 2 out, 1 in. I want to thank Gordon and Gordon Law for sponsoring Verde Valley Baseball. Family law, bankruptcy, estate planning, and more. Oh, took something off. And striking out the side is going to be Hambrick. So 1 in, 2 hits, and 2 left on base for the Lady Marauders. We're back for the top of the 4th coming up after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Back here in Mingus Union High School, well, Erzman takes the mound once again for the Mingus Marauders and is going to face J.C. Hambrick, the pitcher, to start off the fourth inning. It's going to be Hambrick, Schmidt, and Outlaw. And the first one is fouled to the right-hand side, left-hand side, and out of play. Hard line drive right over the dugout. Hambrick walked with a full count her first time up. Now down 0-1. 3 strikeouts in the game. That'll even it up 1-1. 3 strikeouts in the game for Alexis Erzman. On the opposite side, Hambrick has 6 strikeouts and actually has struck out the side twice. Line drive left field. That's going to go up against the fence. She'll turn, going for 2. Throw comes in, cut off. Lead off double for J.C. Hambrick from the Bears to start off the top of the fourth. That is her team-leading 11th double on the season, and the lefty hard line drive into left center field. That's going to bring up Schmidt. Grounded out to the shortstop, the first inning. Batting .377 on the season, 22 RBIs. And looks at strike one. Slow, deliberate call from the home plate umpire. Just to build a little ambiance. And there's the pitch, and bunted, and it will go foul. Almost touched her on the way down to first. But that's going to be strike 2. Attempted to bunt it down the first baseline, trying to move Hambrick over to third. Led off with the line drive double. So the first baseman for the Bears steps back in with an 0-2 count and will dribble that one down to third base. Lacey Saravo has the lady at second, thrown into center field. And coming around, looking to score is Hambrick, and then going on to third is going to be Schmidt. And that'll tie up the game. Saravo unable right there on the third baseman to throw, or third baseline, unable to throw across the diamond conveniently to get the runner going to first. Turned around and threw back to second, and the throw got combined with the slide back to second and going all the way to third as the ball goes into right center field is Schmidt. So 1-1 the score now as we've got a team meeting out on the mound out there. An opportunity to talk to you a little bit more about our friends at Gordon & Gordon Insurance. One of our sponsors, corporate formations, business law, collections, construction law. You can turn to Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Visit GordonLawAZ.com. Or stop in at their office at 850 Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Trust well-placed Gordon and Gordon Law. Cassidy Outlaw, the third baseman, steps in here in the fourth inning. 1 in, 1 on, nobody out. Ground out to Lexi O, first baseman here, first time up. Ground ball goes to the shortstop. They've got the run down, and getting her at third, falling down in the tag by Saravo. So tagged out at third, the ball hit to the hole. A great job by Bejarano by didn't have the throw across the diamond at first. Instead ran her down at third, got her in between first and third, and so a put out at third base on Schmidt, but going to second wisely is Outlaw. So still a Lady Bear in scoring position with 1 out. 2 hits in the inning, 1 in, 1 out. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Strouder. Strouder grounded out to McCracken at second base. Her first time up. Backstop for the Bears is a junior, batting .327. 16 hits on the season, 8 RBIs, 2 doubles, a triple, and a couple of home runs, and a foul ball. Actually fouled that one between her legs. That's hard to do. It's going to be a 2-strike count. 0-2 the count. So the top of the 4th led off with Hambrick, the GCU commit. A foul ball out of play with a double to the left center field fence on a 1-1 count. Christian Smith came up. Ground ball to the third baseman. The attempted throw back to second. That one gets behind the catcher, hits the plate, and going to third on the wild pitch is going to be Outlaw. So a 1-2 count out there. That one took a weird bounce right off the front of the plate. That one was hard. Bounced right up over the umpire. That one's high, inside, ball 2, 2-2 the count. So a Bear on third, 1 out, 1 in, all knotted up, 1-1 here in the top of the 4th. First meeting between these two squads is 1-0 in tournament play. Strouder, the catcher, up. Here's the pitch, and she'll foul that one back. Stay alive, 2-2. Erzman only had 1 strikeout in the first meeting of these two teams. No walks. Ended up with 2 walks in the first inning so far, but has struck out 3 and almost pulled the trigger, but did not. Full count on Strouder. Good eye. Outlaw, the third baseman, standing down at third. 1 out, and strike 3. Got her. Took a little something off and brought it to the inside part of the play for the second out. And Dilcher, the only senior on the squad for the Bears, playing second base, comes up. Struck out in the second, and now comes on with 1 on and 2 out. 1 in here in the 4th. So the double, the throwing error into second, allows Hambrick to score. First strike, first pitch strike there. Christian Schmidt got caught in a rundown as Bayerano, shortstop, picked it up and then caught her leaning off a third. Didn't throw across the diamond, but Outlaw went all the way to second off of that pitch, or off of that play. And then a wild pitch put Outlaw on third, a strikeout of Strouder, and here we are, an 0-2 count on Dilcher, the second baseman. Lexus Erzman with the pitch. Look good. Marauder crowd wanted that call. Called ball 1. Real close to the upper part of the strike zone. And there's the delivery. Little floater just past third, out of play. Just out of the reach of Saravo. Stays 1 and 2. Dilcher comes in batting an even .250 on the season, 5 RBIs, 13 hits, and a little floater pop fly to the left side. Falls harmless out of bounds. Dilcher stays alive. No interference called on that one between the runner and Saravo trying to get to that ball. I'm not sure she would have gotten to it anyway. And there's the pitch, high. Ball 2, 2-2 the count. Earsman having to work hard here in this inning, facing her 5th batter of the inning. 1 on, 2 outs, 1 already in, and that one's low. Full count. 3-2 to Dilcher. Reagan, the designated player, on deck, hoping for an opportunity. Earsman spins the ball in the glove. Inside part of the plate, doesn't get the call, and it's going to be a walk. 3rd walk in the game. That one was close. Reagan comes up. Reagan struck out in 3 pitches her first time up. She's got 4 RBIs, 3 hits on the season, batting .250. And there's the pitch. And there's the strike. 1st and 3rd, Dilcher on 1st after the walk. Outlaw still on 3rd. There's the pitch inside. 1-1 the count. Somewhat expecting Dilcher to take off for 2nd. There's the pitch, fouled off, strike 2. And that one's going to go over toward the fans watching the JV baseball game over there. 1-2 the count. Pretty much standing room only out here for Lady Marauder softball at Mingus Union High School. 1-1 the score. Payoff pitch, fouled left-hand side. She'll get another shot at it. 1-2 the count. Reagan still up there. The double by Hambrick starting off the inning. Schmidt grounded to the 3rd baseman, and Hambrick came around to score on a throw that got kind of combined into the slide back into second base and rolled into right field. And there's strike 3. Earsman gets out of it. 2 strikeouts and a walk to end the inning, but we're all tied up at 1. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, you'll find their employees are friendly and very helpful. It's a family-owned hardware store, and they'll treat you like a member of the family. At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, they stock household tools and all kinds of supplies. You can take advantage of their rental department. From the moment you walk in the door till the time you leave, you'll know why Camp Verde Ace Hardware is the home of legendary customer service. Pay them a visit on Main Street in Camp Verde.
Lawler Construction is the exclusive builder at Mesquite Hills Subdivision in Cottonwood, a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 33 years. Lawler Construction uses green construction methods, building efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. Thank you for your business, confidence, and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Schultz, a ground ball to the shortstop on the first pitch out there. Hit it hard, but it'll be a 6-3 ground out to start the bottom of the 4th for the Lady Marauders. Lacey Saravo will come up. Strikeout victim the first time up. 3rd baseman senior. One of the captains batting .400 coming into today's game with 18 hits, 25 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a couple of home runs. And she'll drive that one to the second baseman. A little bobble, but she'll pick it up and able to get it over 2 pitches and 2 ground outs. 1 to the shortstop, 1 to the second baseman. And that's going to bring up Dylan Sweeney, also a strikeout victim the first time up. And the pitch is fouled off to the right-hand side. Heads up to the crowd over at the JV game. Strike 1. 3 pitches 2 outs here by J.C. Hambrick here in the bottom of the 4th. That one's high and outside. Sweeney's going to make her work a little bit. Junior coming into today's game batting .354. 4 home runs on the season, by the way, for the young lady. Here's the pitch, fouled off, straight back. Dangerously close to the camera. Not what Ryan wants to hear in the truck. Yeah, not what Ryan wants to hear in the truck. 1-2 count on Sweeney. And that one hits the dirt. Good block by the catcher Strouder. Putting the body in front of it. Sweeney steps back in, drives off the left hand. She's all set, motionless, and fouls that one to the right-hand side. One smooth motion toward the pitcher and toward the plate is Sweeney. Center fielder for the Mingus Marauders. Sweeney comes in with an on-base percentage of .426. An OPS of almost 1.1, and that one gets by the catcher, hits the dirt. Full count now. So 1 pitch, 1 out, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and now a full count as Sweeney's battling up there. Trying to keep the Marauders alive here in the bottom of the 4th inning, all tied up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. There's the pitch. And fouled right above the visiting dugout. Line drive, she was right on it, just a little bit behind. So we get some of the softballs coming back into play. Need a whole bucket for this one. Sweeney set and ready. And that one's inside. That should be ball 4. And Sweeney gets the walk and gets on base. I think she wanted another swing at that one. Yeah, she wanted another swing. She's like, I don't want to walk. I want another shot at this. Lexus Airman up, the pitcher for the Marauders, a triple to lead off the 3rd, scoring the only run for the Mingus Marauders. The freshman sets and will foul that one off. 1 on, 2 outs. A lot of young talent on both of these squads. A lot of starters. In fact, all but one starter for the Bears is a senior. Only one senior on the squad. That makes it about a 4-minute senior night. 1-1 the count with 2 outs on Erzman, the pitcher. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball toward the hole. That's going to be a hard one. Picked up, thrown across the diamond, safe. Beats it out, an infield single. Phenomenal effort out there by Neal, taking the short hop deep in the hole. And what an incredible arm across the diamond. But Erzman beats it out, and she will get a pinch runner out there, and a pinch runner, Balo, another freshman coming out. Balo ran for her and scored back in the 3rd inning. So little threat going on for the Mingus Marauders. A walk, 2-out walk by Sweeney, and then an infield single by Erzman, and that brings up Paige Bartell, who singled her first time up, got stranded at 3rd in the 3rd. An 0-1 count on the swinging strike. 1-1 here in the 4th. And there's that line drive, center field. That's going to get down. Coming around and then holding up at 3rd. An incredible arm. Duryea from center field hits her catcher in the air. And that's going to load up the bases, but a walk and 2 singles. Bottom of the order getting it done for the Lady Marauders. Jordan Cromer comes up. 2 grand slams over the last couple of days and comes up with the bases loaded.
Keep your eye on that ball, Jordan. Let's go, girl. Let's go 1-2.
Cromer struck out. She attempted to bunt twice and then 1 swinging strike. So really only had 1 swing at Hambrick here back in the 3rd. And that's going to be low, close, but low.
Hey, good eye, Jordan. Not yours.
All right, apparently that was a strike. Slow call on the strike, so 1-0 the count. And that one's going to be fouled back. 0-2. You can hear Hambrick grunting out there in the circle, trying to get that extra miles per hour out there. Jordan Cromer with an 0-2 count, bases stacked with Lady Marauders. Fourth inning, 1-1 tie score. And a strikeout to end the threat out there as Hambrick takes it upon herself, loaded up the bases, 2 singles and a walk, and then strikes out Cromer to end the inning. 1-1, top of the 5th coming up.
Hi, Jerry Butterbroat. Century 21 Sexton Realty has been an important part of the Verde Valley since 1954, helping people to buy or sell property with services like teamwork and integrity. Verde Valley has grown, and so has Century 21, with offices in Cottonwood and Sedona. Century 21 is always looking to hire those exceptional agents that are smarter, bolder, and faster. Call Cottonwood 634-5544. Call Sedona 282-1490.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste. Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, first pitch. I'll tell you what, these young ladies do not waste any time getting back out there. They're used to tournament play where you got to get 18 games in 3 hours, I swear. They just jump back out here, throw it around a couple of times and jump back in. Ramirez steps in an 0-1 count to start the 5th inning for the Bradshaw Bears. Great pitch, waiting for the call. There it is, strike 2. An 0-2 count. Erzman throwing hard out there. He's got 4 strikeouts in the game so far, and there's the 5th to start the 5th. Ramirez, a strikeout victim twice in this one, and Neal steps in for the Bradshaw Bears. Neal walked in the first on 4 pitches and then got caught stealing as Schultz gunned her down from behind the plate. Came up, first pitch she saw in the 3rd inning, promptly doubled to the fence. Steps in with 1 out, nobody on here in the 5th, and a line drive left field deep and off the fence. And it'll be thrown back in, a second double, close play at second as Bartell played that off the fence fantastically and almost got her at second base, but back-to-back doubles from the Nebraska commit. Holy cow, that was a line. Again, she does not waste any time. 2 first pitch doubles back to back. And the lefty drives it. That's going to bring up Duryea. Duryea comes in, popped out to the shortstop here in the first, grounded out to the 3rd baseman, and a line drive over second base. Could be a play at the plate. Here's the throw, and it's going to be late. So an RBI single out there by Duryea puts the Bradshaw Bears up 2-1. Just a line drive back up the middle over the second baseman. Nothing you could do about it. Well placed. And scoring the 2nd run of the game for the Bears is going to be Neal. Hambrick steps in, who scored the 1st run back in the 4th. Steps in with 1 out, 1 on. Another lefty. She doubled and then scored back in the 3rd. Erzman delivers high. Ball 1. So Duryea comes in with her 30th RBI on the season. Unbelievable. 30 RBIs in 21 games. That one Called ball 2. 2-0 the count on J.C. Hambrick. Walked in the first, doubled and scored in the fourth. And now gets the, does not, gets, well, let's, now ball 3, just a bit outside. So Erzman flirting with a walk here. She's got 2 walks in the game, 3 walks in the game, and that's going to be the 4th. 4th walk in the game, going down to second is going to be Duryea. Hambrick on first. Bears leading 2-1, top of the 5th. Schmidt comes up. She singled in the 3rd, grounded out in the 1st. And then got caught in a rundown between 3rd and home with the put out, also in the 4th. Erzman high. Ball 1. So the 5th for the Bradshaw Bears ended up, Ramirez led off with a walk, or pardon me, a strikeout. Double by Neal on the first pitch. An RBI single by Duryea. And then now a walk. Fly ball, right field. That's playable. And caught out there. Good job by Hartnett. Gets the ball back in quickly. Nobody can advance. And so the fly out to the right fielder keeps both runners at their appropriate bases, and Outlaw steps in. Outlaw reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd, a ground out to the shortstop in the 1st, and a foul ball to start her bat here in the 5th. 2 out, 2 on, a 1 in here in the 5th for the Bradshaw Bears. The Bears ranked number 2 in 4A. Max Preps has them number 1. Line drive toward the middle. Bayerano, diving catch for the line out. And that's going to end the 5th for the Bradshaw Bears. 2-1, 2 left on base. We're back after this. There we go, Maddie laying out for that one. How about that? Leaving 2 Bears on the base pass out there. By the way, we want to thank our friends at Arizona Smile Designers. Smile big, smile bright. Have the smile you want for summertime. Weddings or graduations right around the corner. Talk to Arizona Smile Designers about whitening your perfect smile. The procedures at Arizona Smile Designers are more efficient than those over-the-counter options. And you know what? They take an average of 7 to 10 days. It's quick. It's easy. In fact, you can get it started at your next cleaning appointment at Arizona Smile Designers on Willard and Cottonwood. Or you can find out more at azsmiledesigners.com. Also want to thank our friends at Jones Ford. They've been taking care of Arizonans since 1970. Their 48-year tradition of treating customers like neighbors is easy to see in every visit, every service, even every cup of coffee. See the Jones Ford difference between Cottonwood and Camp Verde on a Route 260. So 1 strikeout, 1 walk, a couple of hits, 1 run in the inning for the Bradshaw Bears, and 2 left on base. No errors, 2-1 as the Mingus Marauders come up here in the bottom of the 5th. Trailing the 88th ranked team, Bradshaw Bears, according to Max Preps, in the nation, 2-1. Half a swing, strike 1 for the leadoff hitter for the Mingus Marauders, Lexi O. So Mingus will start off with the top of the order to start off the 5th. And a bunt pulls back, takes the pitch high, levels the count at 1-1. Oh, popped out to the center fielder in the 1st, had an RBI single in the 3rd to score the only Marauder. Right in a line drive to the center fielder to start off the, oh, and then diving back to first base. The center fielder threw back to the first baseman who caught it, turned around, and dove back at the diving O. And so it is a single and a put out by the center fielder. How about that? So that's going to go an 8-3 put out. And the Mingus Marauders do not start off with a Lady Marauder on first to start the bottom of the fifth. Instead, Delaney Hartnett walks up with one out and nobody on, and a bunt foul for strike one. Hartnett grounded out in the first inning to the shortstop and then struck out. The last game between these two squads. That one's going to be outside. Mingus only able to come up with 3 hits. They got 5 hits through 4 innings, actually 6 hits through 4 1/3 innings now. And that one's going to be fouled off to the left-hand side, our left. Sun pops out of the cloudy sky out here. Sun becomes a little bit of a problem here at Mingus Union High School for the catcher. Any throws coming in from shortstop, third base, or left field when it gets low and gets a piece of it, stays alive. Hartnett, the right fielder, 12 hits on the season, including a double. Love to get a double here. Get in scoring position. 1-2 the count now on the Mingus Marauder right fielder. There's the delivery and hard ground ball toward the camera behind third off the fence. Stays 1-2. Great job by Hambrick getting out of a jam in the 4th inning. 2 quick outs on 2 pitches. And then a ground ball up toward the middle. A diving stop by the second baseman. Throw is way too late. And an infield single out there by Hartnett. Phenomenal job by Dilcher diving to keep that one in the infield. Hartnett way too fast, though. Had no chance at her at first. Bejarano comes up, though, with 1 on and 1 out. Flied out to the left fielder, struck out to end the 3rd. And up here in the 5th, and we'll take ball 1. Catcher Strouder quick out of her crouch. Worried about either picking off the Marauder at first or throwing down to second, and that one is a little pop fly left-hand side. Third baseman comes in to get it, and the pop out to the third baseman will now bring up Jasmine Schultz, the catcher, number 2. Struck out in the 2nd. Grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th. 1 on, 2 outs now for the Lady Marauders. 2 hits in the inning, but a phenomenal play by the center fielder out there by Duryea. Only made it 1 base runner for the Mingus Marauders as O took a wide turn at first. Duryea threw behind her, and a great diving tag by Schmidt, the first baseman. And 2-0 count now on the catcher, the backstop, Jasmine Schultz. Schultz comes in today's game batting .562. She's got power. 12 doubles, 3 home runs on the season. And she'll foul that one off left-hand side out of play. 2-1 the count. No doubt about it, Hambrick supplies the power. All you need is the contact. Hambrick throws the ball hard. You get decent contact on it, and that ball will fly. Bradshaw, the outfield, playing kind of short out there in right field. Here's the pitch. Ooh, foul ball off the catcher. That got a piece of Strouder out there. She's tough. The umpire's going to come give her a break and come get the ball for her. Just got a piece of that one. That's going to even the count at 2-2. And the pitcher's going to come in and check on her catcher here. Schultz just got up underneath that one, just enough to change the direction. Stouter took that one off the shoulder, partially the mask. Remember when they used to play this game without masks? Wow. Schultz steps back in. Strouder says she's okay and we're ready to play. Hambrick steps back on the rubber in the circle. 1 on, 2 outs, and that one's outside. Full count. 1 walk in the game so far by Hambrick. That one was to Sweeney. Payoff pitch, strike 3.
Hey, you're all right. You're all right, girl.
She gets out of the inning. 2-1. Bears continue to lead. 2 hits, 1 left. No runs across. Bears coming up for the top of the 6th when we return after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Well, it's going to be Stouter, Dilcher, and Reagan coming up for the Bears here in the top of the 6th. And by the way, this is one of 6 games we've got on Verde Valley TV. Our next game will be a baseball game. Mingus, the Marauders, hosting the Bradshaw Bears here coming up on the 28th. First pitch. Looks like a strike, is a strike. On the 4th, we're going to switch it over, and it's going to be Sedona at Camp Verde for a softball game. On the 11th, we'll be back here for Mingus Softball versus the Eagles from Flagstaff. That one's fouled off, strike 2. That'll be on April 11th, and then April 20th, Camp Verde at Sedona as we'll go back to baseball for the 2A division. 0-2 count out here for the catcher Strouder wearing number 16. Glad to see she is okay. Ground ball. McCracken over to O. And that'll retire Strouder here to start the 4th. Dilcher comes up. Struck out the second baseman. The only senior on the squad here for the Bears. Struck out in the 2nd. Put up a battle and then walked in the 4th. Number 2 and 3 teams, according to the Arizona AIA rankings. The defending champ, Cell Point, is number 1. Ground ball in the hole, throw across the diamond, got her! Bejarano putting on a defensive show. Dove for a line drive to end the 5th. This one dives into the hole, gets up and throws across the diamond. Did not think she had a chance at her and throws out Dilcher at first. 2 up, 2 out as Reagan, designated player, steps in. Actually, we're going to get Gomez coming in as a pinch hitter. Yesenia Gomez, a sophomore, batting .463 on the season. 19 hits, 2 doubles, 3 triples, and 3 home runs. She's going to step in, get in that bat here, replacing Kaylee Reagan. So Gomez gets her first look at Airsman, the freshman from Mingus, and first pitch is Down the middle, strike one. Second pitch is fouled off. Strike two. So the Bears had one in the fourth and one in the fifth. Lead this one 2-1 in the sixth, and there's the strike three. Strikeout to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Bears. The Marauders coming up after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Lacey Saravo will lead off for the Lady Marauders here in the bottom of the sixth, trailing 2-1. And a ground ball heading toward the second baseman, up with it and across as a one-pitch ground out for Saravo. Did that the last time she was up. Lady Marauders took care of Mojave, the Thunderbirds, the last two games, 17-0 back on the 19th and then 21st at Mojave, 24-7. An interesting game still up in the air for the Lady Marauders, a 16-16 tie with Arcadia. Fly ball, right field, and it is going to be called a foul ball as Sweeney almost kept that one in the line. It may have been in the line. It may have actually hit where one of those little dips is in the outfield where the line shifts a little bit to the left. I think Sweeney had that one. She struck out in the second and walked, and that one's low. Walked in the fourth, got stranded at third, where the Lady Marauders in the fourth had the bases loaded. 1-1 the count on Sweeney. And a ground ball up the middle. Oh, snagged out of thin air by the pitcher, Hambrick. Protecting her knees is the young lady. Grabs that one and then took her time to throw over to first. So a ground out 1-3. The freshman, Alexis Erzman, pitching a great game. 2 for 2 in the game. Tripled and scored in the third. Singled back in the fifth and foul tips that one for strike one. Erzman comes in batting .405. She's improved that. Now has 17 hits on the season, including 2 triples. Line drive, center field. That one's going to get to the fence. Erzman is on her horse and will slide into second base with a 2-out double. 3 for 3 is the young lady. She's got a single, a double, and a triple. Needs the home run for the cycle out here tonight. So Bartell comes in. She's got 2 singles. She's 2 for 2 in the game. The left fielder singled and stranded at third in the third and singled in the fourth. Got a runner on second, tying run, fly ball, left center field, it's deep, and it is dropped out around the right field fence, and scoring from second it is Erzman, and on her way to third is Bartell. An RBI triple on the first pitch. Fly ball left center field. Going back, Ramirez made a play on the ball, but it will drop and get to the fence. The coach for the Bradshaw Bears coming out. Chat with her crew, Sharon Hassey. Talking to her squad as it is now tied up 2-2 with the Mingus Marauders with the go-ahead run sitting on third base, and Cromer coming up for her third plate appearance. Struck out in the third, but she was asked to bunt twice in the third. Only got one swing at Hambrick and then struck out on 3 pitches in the fourth. Steps in bottom of the 6th. Cromer up, here's the pitch, and fly ball right field. That one will get out of play for strike 1. So the 6th inning for the Marauders. Mingus scored in the third. Leadoff triple by Erzman. And then Bartell, there's great block back there by the backstop, Strouder. Keeping the would-be go-ahead runner at third base. Bartell, a bunt, went to second. A bunt single went to second. Erzman stayed on third. And then an RBI single by Alexis O back in the third. That one's low. Gets behind the catcher, not far enough. 2-1 the count now on Cromer. Then here in the 6th, Erzman, a double to the center field fence, and then a triple by Bartell. Back-to-back extra base hits. Brings up Cromer with 2 out. 1 in, 1 on, and a big swing and a miss. 2-2, the count is evened up. Hambrick throwing hard here in the 6th, has all game long. Important pitch here, all tied up at 2. That one is high, gets back behind the backstop. There's the slide, and they get her out at home. Coming in to cover home plate is Hambrick, and a great scamper behind by Strouder ends the threat for the Mingus Marauders. We go to the top of the 7th, tied up at 2. What an incredible defensive effort out there by the Bradshaw Bears. Strouder hustling back after the ball got behind her, got the hop, and then able to throw the ball to Hambrick, who literally was sliding into home plate along with the runner, Bartell, and able to get the ball and the tag down for the 3rd out. 2-2 your score here. Wow, that was close. Wow, that was close. Great job with the instant replay by our Verde Valley TV crew. And, of course, you can watch the games on Suddenlink Channel 2, Cable 1 Channel 56, as well as VerdeValleyTV.com. You can watch on demand. So the inning ends with a putout 2-1. How about that? 2-1 at home. So Cromer will end up leading off the 7th for the Mingus Marauders. Erzman back out on the mound for Mingus, and the first pitch high, ball 1. Top of the 7th. These two teams are very much so evenly matched out there. First meeting was 1-0. Bradshaw scored the only one in a tournament game, and snags that one out of thin air, and is able to step on the base for the unassisted putout on Ramirez. That's a second phenomenal play down there at first base that O has made on hard hit ground balls, and that's going to bring up the top of the order. Bradshaw is dangerous at the top. Neal steps in, back-to-back doubles and a walk. Been on base 3 times, And that one is going to hit her, but she stuck her foot out to get hit. So that's going to be a hit by pitch on a ground ball pitch. So the Bears have 1 on, 1 out, and Duryea comes up. Popped out to the shortstop in the first, grounded out to the third baseman. Saravo in the third. And that one is high. An RBI single scoring deal back in the fifth. And a 1-0 count. And that one's fouled back. 1-1 the count. Duryea, a junior. No doubts that she's going to get some looks as well. Neal, a verbal commit to Nebraska. And the pitcher, J.C. Hambrick, a verbal commit to GCU. And a pop foul right-hand side. That one will miss the truck as well. Good job. 1-2 the count. Ramirez led off the inning with a hard ground ball to Lexi O at first base. Unassisted put out. And a ground ball foul left side now as Ersman changes speeds out there. First pitch to Caitlin Neal. It was actually a ground ball pitch in the dirt. She took it in the foot, scampered down to first to get on base for her team. That's a team player, I'll tell you that. Duryea is now up, 1-2. Fly ball, left field, and that's going to be over the left fielder's head. And onto the fence it goes. That'll be a double. Throw comes into third, and the Bradshaw Bears have a threat going. 2 on, 1 out, as Duryea with a 2-strike double off the left field fence. J.C. Hambrick steps in. She walked in the first, doubled and scored in the fourth, and walked in the fifth. Steps in, an opportunity, try to give her team the lead again. And they are going to give her the free pass.
Hey, here we go now. Gotta play hard.
So that's going to load the bases. So the automatic walk on Hambrick is going to bring up Schmidt, who is 1 for 3 in the game, singled in the fourth. And then got caught in a rundown between third and home back in the fourth. Bases loaded. There's the pitch inside. Ball 1. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bags are full of Bears. 2-2 tie, top of the 7th here at Mingus Union High School. Top 2 teams in the Grand Canyon region. Pop fly, straight up. McCracken's calling for it. She'll make the catch and give it back to the circle, so the pop out to the second baseman makes it 2 outs. Cassidy Outlaw steps in. She is 0 for 3 here today. Grounded out to 0 in the second. Got on a fielder's choice in the fourth. And in the fifth, lined out to the shortstop. Bejarano for the Mingus Marauders steps in with bases loaded. And lines it back to the pitcher. And Ersman catches it to end the threat. We go to the bottom of the 7th, tied up at 2. We're back after this.
At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, you'll find their employees are friendly and very helpful. It's a family-owned hardware store, and they'll treat you like a member of the family. At Camp Verde Ace Hardware, they stock household tools and all kinds of supplies. You can take advantage of their rental department. From the moment you walk in the door till the time you leave, you'll know why Camp Verde Ace Hardware is the home of legendary customer service. Pay them a visit on Main Street in Camp Verde.
Lawler Construction is the exclusive builder at Mesquite Hills Subdivision in Cottonwood, a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 33 years. Lawler Construction uses green construction methods, building efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. Thank you for your business, confidence, and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels.
Well, the top of the 7th ended like this. The line drive back to the pitcher. Airsman snags it out of the air and ends the threat. Bases loaded for the Bradshaw Bears with 1 out. A pop out to the second baseman, a line out to the pitcher. And here we are, bottom of the 7th, tied up. Cromer looks to bunt, puts the bunt down. First base sign and throw down from the catcher to the second baseman. And a close play is out.
Hey, good try, Jordan. Good try. Good bunt, Jordan.
A bunt out, and that ball just died in the dirt down the first base line, and it goes a 2-4 put out, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Lexi O steps up. She is 2-for-3 with an RBI in the game. The Mingus Marauder first baseman looks at strike 1.
Hey, you're right, 11. Let's go right here.
Hambrick on the mound for the Bears. You can hear her working and grunting. She's throwing hard. There's the pitch. Foul ball. Left side. 0-2 count on Lexi O. Mingus has already had extra inning games during the course of the year. Pulled out one against Mesquite. And that one's high. Checks her swing. That takes some body strength to stop that swing when you're already in motion like that. Hambrick took something off of it, fooled everybody, including the announcers. 1-2 the count on O. 1 out, nobody on. There's the pitch. Ground ball. Goes to the shortstop. Comes up with it clean across the diamond. And good defensive play out there by Neal. Neal has an arm. Actually, no, that's not true. She has a cannon for a young lady. 2 out, nobody on. And Delaney Hartnett. Last opportunity in a regular inning play. You'd normally play 7. So the last chance to win in the bottom of the 7th here for the Marauders is in the right fielder. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Delaney Hartnett grounded out to the shortstop, struck out in the 3rd, singled in the 5th, so she's 1 for 3 in the game. There's the pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. All right. Mingus down to their last strike here in regular innings. And fouled. Third baseline. And coming, Outlaw comes all the way across the third baseline. She is cat-like. She is quick at third base. Coming to grab that one before it has any opportunity to get back into play. Count remains 0-2 on the right fielder for Mingus. There's the pitch outside. Wasted the pitch outside. 2-2 your score. Bradshaw comes in ranked in 4A number 2. Mingus ranked number 3. A battle for the Grand Canyon region. And that one's fouled. And then off the glove of the catcher. 1-2 it remains. Got a good one for you now. No lights here at Mingus Union High School. And this is a game that cannot end in a tie. Mingus already has a game, a 16-16 game with Arcadia ended in a tie. Line drive off the glove of the shortstop. And Hartnett keeps her team alive with a line drive single. That's going to bring up the number 1 hitter for the Mingus Marauders, Maddie Bayerano. She is 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0 for 3 the last time she was up against Hambrick. Looking for her due, trying to break out of it. Flied out to the left fielder, struck out in the third, and popped out to the third baseman back in the fifth. A 1-strike count. And a line drive, left field. That's going to go over the left fielder's head. Hartnett is on her horse. Beirano at second. They're sending her home. Here's the play at the plate. Safe. Mingus wins. Beirano with the triple, and Hartnett all the way around from first to win this one in the bottom of the seventh with 2 outs, 3-2. What a game. These teams are going to match up again, I guarantee you. Not only are they going to play again on Thursday over at Bradshaw, but these are 2 likely opponents in the 4A state playoff without a doubt. Phenomenal game as Mingus will take control of the Grand Canyon region. The Bradshaw Bears with their first loss of the season. What a gritty game between these 2 squads. We'll take a break, come back for postgame. Coming up after this.
Hi, Jerry Butterbroat. Century 21 Sexton Realty has been an important part of the Verde Valley since 1954, helping people to buy or sell property with services like teamwork and integrity. Verde Valley has grown, and so has Century 21, with offices in Cottonwood and Sedona. Century 21 is always looking to hire those exceptional agents that are smarter, bolder, and faster. Call Cottonwood 634-5544. Call Sedona 282-1490.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste. Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Well, back here at Mingus Union High School, the Lady Marauders victorious here this evening by a score of 3-2. A 2-out rally in the bottom of the seventh to win it. What a game. Holy cow. The Bradshaw Bears, they brought it here today. A run in the fourth. Scoring that one was Hambrick, and Neal scored in the fifth for their 2 runs for the Mingus Marauders. They scored first in the third as Erzman led off with a triple, and then I believe scoring for her was going to be Balo, the freshman running for her. Ends up scoring the first run of the game with the RBI was O. Then in the 6th inning, the Mingus Marauders able to tie it back up. A double by Erzman, and Balo ends up scoring the run for her off of a triple by Bartel. And then right here in the top of the 7th, 2 outs. And Hartnett lines one off the shortstop's glove, an infield single, and then right behind her, Maddie Beirano, an RBI game-winning triple for the Lady Marauders. We're going to take a break. We'll look at individual stats when we come back here at Mingus Union High School. Talk about these squads and playoff potential. Number 2 loses to number 3. The Lady Marauders will take over the Grand Canyon region, might even bump up to number 2 in the 4A state playoff rankings. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Well, the Mingus Lady Marauders come back in the bottom of the 7th to break the 2-2 tie with 2 outs to win the game 3-2. The Bradshaw Bears played a tough Coconino game last night and came up with a victory 6-4. Come over to Mingus Union High School, lose this one 3-2. These two teams will match up again on Thursday, the 28th, which is when our next broadcast is, by the way. We'll be, well, down the hill doing baseball as the Mingus Marauders and Bradshaw Bears will have that baseball game on Verde Valley TV for you. Caitlin Neal out here, the Nebraska verbal commit, and by the way, singer a la carte. Hit by a pitch. She was on base 4 times here tonight. Walked once, hit by a pitch once, and a pair of doubles, scored a run. Durya ended up 2 for 4 with a single and a double in the game. Hambrick walked 3 times in the game, had a double and scored back in the 4th, so she was 1 for 1 with a run scored. Schmidt ended up in the game 1 for 4 with a single. Outlaw ended up on base once with a fielder's choice, 0 for 4 in the game, hit the ball hard though. Strouder 0 for 3 in the game. Dilcher 0 for 2 in the game with a walk. Reagan ended up 0 for 2, and Gomez ended up 0 for 1, and Ramirez, the 9th place hitter, 0 for 3 in the game. For the victorious Lady Marauders, Lexi O ends up with 2 hits in the game, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Hartnett scores the winning run, and 2 for 4 in the game, scoring 1 run. 1 for 4 in the game is Bayerano. However, the game-winning triple and RBI in the game off the left field fence from the lefty. Schultz ends up 0 for 3 in the game. Saravo 0 for 3 in the game. Sweeney 0 for 2 with a walk. Got stranded at third back in the 4th inning. Alexis Ehrman pitched a phenomenal game here tonight. Ended up scoring twice. Well, Balo scored for her, but she was 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored in the game. Bartel 3 for 3 with an RBI in the game as well. Cromer 0 for 3 in the game. For Ehrman pitching here today, she pitches 7 innings, gives up 2 runs on 4, 5, 6 hits in the game. 1 error in the game on the Lady Marauders, and 8, 9 left on base. Gave up 4 walks in the game. Hit 1 Lady Bear and had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts in the game. So Ehrman or Bartel would be my pitch for player of the game out here for the Lady Marauders, no doubt about it. Once again, in the bottom of the 7th, 2 out, Bayerano with the RBI game-winning triple to give the Lady Marauders a 3-2 victory over the Bradshaw Bears. These two squads will match up again on Tuesday, and I guarantee you it's very likely they will see each other in the 4A state playoffs. Number 2 and number 3 went at it here today. Number 3 victorious. That's a wrap. Once again, 3-2. The Lady Marauders victorious over the Bradshaw Bears here at Mingus Union High School. Once again, we're on the air once more coming up Thursday with baseball as the Marauders and the Bradshaw Bears match up here at Mingus Union High School. Have a great day, everybody.